New York City, a beacon of dreams, a concrete jungle teeming with millions. But for a terrifying period, a phantom stalked its streets, sowing fear with every ticking second. He was known only as the Mad Bomber. For 16 years, from 1940 to 1956, a single individual unleashed a relentless campaign of terror, planting dozens of explosives in public places. Think about it. Movie theaters, Grand Central Terminal, the Empire State Building itself. These were not random acts of violence. They were meticulously planned assaults designed to inflict maximum panic. The bomber's only communication? Cryptic notes demanding justice for perceived wrongs. His identity remained an enigma, a chilling testament to the unseen threats lurking beneath the city's vibrant facade, leaving a scar on the city's psyche and a lingering question of how such prolonged terror could go unsolved. Imagine a world where the very ground beneath your feet was believed to be flat, a vast, endless plain. Then, in ancient Egypt, a brilliant mind dared to question that assumption. His name was Eratosthenes, a scholar, librarian, and geographer. He observed a peculiar phenomenon. On the summer solstice, the sun, directly overhead in the city of Syene, cast no shadow. Yet in Alexandria, hundreds of miles north, the same sun cast a discernible shadow. This wasn't just an interesting observation. It was a cosmic clue. Eratosthenes, armed with geometry and a remarkably accurate measurement of the distance between the two cities, calculated the circumference of the Earth. His result was astonishingly close to our modern understanding, a feat of intellectual prowess that reshaped humanity's perception of our planet and paved the way for all future exploration and understanding of our world. In the vast, unforgiving Pacific, a mystery was born that continues to echo through the annals of maritime lore. In 1955, the MV Joyita, a merchant vessel, set sail from Samoa laden with cargo and passengers, but she would never reach her destination. Days later, adrift and listing heavily, the Joyita was found by a passing ship. The decks were eerily empty. The crew and passengers had vanished without a trace. What happened in those lost hours remains a chilling enigma. Was it piracy, a mutiny, or something far more sinister lurking beneath the waves? The Joyita's silent voyage into the unknown left behind a haunting question mark, a stark reminder of the ocean's unfathomable power and its capacity to swallow secrets whole. The American West, a land of opportunity and wild dreams, was in the throes of a boom in 1872. Amidst this feverish pursuit of fortune, two men arrived, whispering tales of a secret, untouched diamond field. They produced raw, glittering stones, enough to ignite the imagination of even the most seasoned financiers. Suddenly, the impossible seemed within reach. Top bankers and wealthy investors, blinded by the allure of unimaginable riches, poured millions into what they believed was the discovery of a lifetime. Fortunes were made overnight, or so it seemed. But a shadow of doubt began to creep in, prompting the sharp mind of geologist Clarence King to investigate. What he uncovered was not a natural wonder, but America's biggest swindle, a field carefully salted with gems, a breathtaking deception that left investors stunned and questioning the very nature of opportunity on the frontier. The year is 732 AD. From the south, a formidable force, the Umayyad Caliphate, their banners unfurling like a storm cloud, surged across the Pyrenees, pushing deeper into the heart of Christian Gaul. They came with the speed and ferocity of the desert wind, a vast army of skilled cavalry, intent on conquest. But standing in their path, a wall of grim determination, was Charles Martel and his Frankish heavy infantry. For days they faced each other, the fate of a continent hanging precariously in the balance. Then, the thunderous clash. The Muslim cavalry, renowned for their lightning attacks, met the unyielding shield wall of the Franks. In this brutal, pivotal engagement, the tide of conquest was not merely halted but turned, securing a future for Christian Europe. The year is 1911. The vast, white expanse of Antarctica beckoned, a frozen frontier holding the ultimate prize, the South Pole. For Captain Robert Falcon Scott and his British expedition, this was more than just a race against the elements. It was a contest against a rival. Scott, a man of unwavering determination, led his team with the vision of national pride and scientific discovery. But this frozen continent is a merciless adversary. Their journey, initially fueled by optimism, soon devolved into a brutal struggle against blizzards, dwindling supplies, and the sheer crushing weight of the ice. Tragedy struck when they finally reached the pole, only to find the Norwegian flag already planted there. The bitter disappointment of being beaten was compounded by a desperate, agonizing trek home, where starvation and frostbite claimed every single man. Their sacrifice, though steeped in heartbreak, would forever etch the indomitable human spirit and the brutal realities of polar exploration into our collective memory. Imagine a world plunged into darkness, not by war or plague, but by the relentless sky. In 1315, a catastrophe unlike any seen before gripped Europe. For years, the heavens wept, not with life-giving rain, but with the deluge that drowned the fields and withered the crops. This was the Great Famine, a period so devastating that entire villages were abandoned, and the very fabric of society began to fray. Accounts tell of unspeakable acts driven by desperation, of the living scavenging the dead, and of a chilling silence falling over once bustling communities. The Great Famine was a brutal reminder of humanity's fragility, a scar on the medieval psyche that forever altered the course of history, shaping agricultural practices and leaving a profound legacy of hardship and resilience. Imagine a world millions of years ago, a world teeming with life unlike anything we know today. And then, in 1974, a discovery was made that would shatter our understanding of human origins. In the dusty plains of Ethiopia, paleontologists unearthed a treasure trove, the fossilized remains of a hominin, an ancient ancestor. But this wasn't just any fossil. It was remarkably complete, revealing the skeletal blueprint of a creature that walked upright. They named her Lucy, and her delicate bones told a groundbreaking story, that our earliest ancestors were bipedal, striding across the African landscape long before the evolution of larger brains or sophisticated tools. Lucy's discovery was a monumental leap, a tangible link to our deep past, forever changing the narrative of what it means to be human.